continue today pressing the fact that you need to look into the Federal Reserve. You have got to continue to detangle the web. All roads lead much further than the Rothschilds. But you have to look at, you have to basically look at, start with your base of 1913. Okay, start with your Woodrow Wilson Act 1913 Federal Reserve. You just start there. Okay, start there, and then you can come back towards present day and hit like 1927, the 1933 deadline, because that 1913 Federal Reserve was just a charter, and then it passed for 100 years. Okay, something of that nature. So, but you have to also keep in mind that the Federal Reserve is not aligned with the Constitution. What Alexander Hamilton was creating got totally wiped out. Thomas Jefferson was opposed to even what Alexander Hamilton was creating because it was more synonymous with the central bank. And remember, a central bank is the crux of any corrupt government. If you look at all the monarchies out of Europe, and one wonders why the Latin American governments are so corrupt. They've all fallen apart. It doesn't take a lot of investigation to realize the tie that they have to the Vatican. Okay, the Vatican is a central bank. Well, was it Constantine that converted to Christianity? Is that right? But basically, the conquistadors, the people that came ashore, Spanish speaking, brought a system of government which was taxes, tithing together. Okay, that is why all of those countries are corrupt, because of the wealthy folks that are tied to those early conquerors and the Vatican strings that are pulled. Okay, if you watch the previous broadcast of mine, I tie in California, why it seceded originally from the Mexican Union, along with Texas. These are republics. Arizona, these are republics. They were declaring independence from Mexico. Now today, with the Trump win, it doesn't matter if Trump had won or Clinton had won, you would have seen a very similar divide down the aisle. Okay, but now today, the Californians are talking about seceding from the nation for the same exact reason. I'm telling you, the same exact reason why California originally left Mexico. Okay, because of a central bank. But Thomas Jefferson was opposed to what Alexander Hamilton was creating because it was too centralized. The economic system was too centralized. Look at, I'm going to throw something else out at you. Look, and again, remember who's funding these wars. If you battle with some other person in the street, what do? You know, maybe you've got brass knuckles, maybe you've got a knife, you've got, you know, certain things. Who created those? Where did you buy them from? Who gave them to you? Okay, a war is funded by somebody. A military is equipped from someone, and they want something in return, and that's typically a natural resource. You go into Afghanistan, you go in for opium. You go into Iraq, you go in for oil control. Don't give me any baloney about democracy. That's garbage. That's garbage. Okay, that's like down the road. We want to teach you how to. We want to teach you Plato's Republic. We want to teach you how to govern yourselves. We don't want to teach you how to govern yourselves. We want your natural resources, okay? That is what a government goes into. They want your natural resources, okay? That's what they want. But to try to get back on track here, look at the city inside of London. Look at that. Who is that? What is that? Because the Queen reports to Lord Mayor. The Prime Minister reports to Lord Mayor. Okay? The Queen does not have jurisdiction over her country. The city within, it's a financial banking center within London. The city of London is its own sovereign nation, just like the Vatican, just like Washington D.C. And if you look at my previous broadcast, watch for a gold-lined flag. Folks, watch for a gold-lined flag. That is not the flag that represents your Constitution. That is a flag that represents admiralty law. Big difference from that in common law. What is admiralty law? I'm tying it right into you. It's the Federal Reserve. It's the banks that you report to, the banks that you pay your taxes to, the banks that control you. All right, so there's a little bit of food for thought. Have a great Monday, and closing it out. All right, bye. Stopspraying.org. Stopspraying.org, because it's coming to you. The Zika virus, I know it's now it's not a global health threat anymore. They're in for the long fight, is what the World Health Organization is saying. Baloney. Buy a gas mask. This is a very real threat, folks.